Hi, I just wanted to apologize for the sound in the video and my voice. I have a bit of a cold right now, so I might sound a little bit weird, but I hope that doesn't deter you, and I hope you enjoy the video. Hello there, and thank you for clicking on my video. Today I'm just gonna be doing a playthrough or a walkthrough of an app that I found. Well, I didn't really find it recently, but rather kind of stumbled upon it years ago. It's called David versus Goliath, the Bible story, and I know the target audience of this app or game is primarily kids, but as someone who literally enjoys games, I figured I might as well try it because it's not that often that we see good quality, faith-based games on mobile devices. I know we do have some on Android and Apple, but this one really stood out for me because it has extremely high quality animation, voice acting, and visuals, or art style or graphics or whatever you want to call them. And I think it's really underrated if people don't really know about this game. I don't think, because it's mainly available only on the App Store, on Apple devices mostly. I went on their website and they literally couldn't find a link. I mean, they had a link for Android, but nothing was on there. So I think it's really unfortunate that this app is only available to Apple phone users or Apple device users, because I am not a user of iPhones, and that Android's more of my thing. So I thought it was really unfortunate that this app isn't available to both the Android users and Apple users. So I kind of had to borrow this phone. It's been a while since I used an Apple phone, so but just for the sake of reviewing and playing through this game using Apple iPhone or whatever. So here we go. David versus Goliath, the Bible story. And by the way, I've already played this game, so even just from the get-go, you can see that this is going to be a good quality, app or game, because the animation is really well done. And like I said before, I've already played this game previously. I'm not sure if I can restore my purchase because I managed to get the full version of it. I'd have to log in, but I'll do that later. For now, I'm just gonna give a quick walkthrough of the trial, or it's not a trial version per se, but you have to pay for the full version. And I honestly think it's worth it because it's really well done, and it's really entertaining for both adults and children. So here we go. The one thing I love about this game is that you're gonna see this little sheep kind of do a motion that's if you click on it, it does something. So even from the get-go, I think kids would be really invested because of little details like this. If you click on the Goliath thingy, it literally has a little animation. Click on David, yeah, or everything basically. Yeah, anyway, you get what I mean. The trees, the mountains, everything. So let's get on with the game. How to play. Even just from the get-go, like I was saying, even just from the get-go, you can see the quality of like, the voice actors. It's not mediocre, it's really well done, and you're already like, ooh, this is good. So yeah. See, I love these little details. They're so cute and really get you into the game. I'm like, oh, what does this button do? What happens when I press this? You see later on. That's really cute.
I know, it sounds horrible, but it's okay. They didn't know any better.
See, I love this, like the way it starts out. It starts out like with a sheep playing video games and pizza, kind of like a reflection of our society today. It's like kids, all they know is like video games, and their go-to meals or foods is usually pizza or junk food. I really love that little detail there. So, and the little sheep's face is like, what? No video games, no pizza, no television. How on earth am I supposed to survive? It's just like if you had to tell a kid that, we're gonna take away your internet access, they would literally melt down. I know I would literally melt down because how on earth am I supposed to survive without the internet? So I really love that this little opening scene, because it literally takes you back to a time where you literally had to make your own form of entertainment. You didn't have TV, you didn't have pizza and whatnot. But I really love this. It's so cute. The little face like, what? Oh my goodness, love this. And just a quick pause, I love how, as the game carries on, I love how the characters, both the narrator and the actual, characters in the game, break the fourth wall. It's really funny. I love, how they've incorporated, loads of comedic, elements into this game. It's not just, bland, here's the word, and then, just, whatever. I know that's such a weird sound, but at times, I remember as a kid, whenever I'd watch, primarily cartoons, faith-based cartoons, I was invested in them, and I literally absorbed more, a lot of what was being, presented to me, because I was entertained. I know sometimes, they say, shouldn't really be heavily reliant on trying to entertain people when you're preaching the word, but initially, kids respond better to stuff that literally makes them laugh, makes them feel a certain way. Because if you just kind of present something that's bland and boring and say, oh, we're gonna give you this is the word of God, and then you're sitting there what, bored out of your mind, they're not really gonna register it. It has to be something that literally gets them excited and involved, and they're more likely to remember and really absorb whatever they've been presented with. So yeah, and I think this game from the get-go does that really well, because you're if you press, I'm gonna press David now.
Spent most of his days doing three things. He took care of his father's sheep. He was quite good at this. David played music and sang. He was quite good at this as well.
And I love that, it's not taking itself too seriously.
And to help pass the time with the sheep, David bugs with his sling. He was pretty good at this.
Pretty good. I'm great.
As I was saying, David was pretty good with his sling as well. Now, David did his best to be the best shepherd possible, but he couldn't help but feel that God had a different plan for his life. Perhaps something important that
Yes.
Just to pause here, in the beginning, how we had like little missions which you kind of had to do. We've already found one, like one of the mission tasks, like when we pressed the I can't think right now. Anyway, I'll just show you. Pressing the sheep, press the sheep, press the tree, press that,